First, the top stories. Chief Minister lays foundation stones for amusement cum children park and improvement and upgradation of Hanglap Thingpu Tipaimog Road. Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan says a role being played by the Anganwadi workers, helpers and asas in the society needs to be encouraged. Union Cabinet approves to increase dearness allowance for central government's employees and pensioners to 38% of the basic pay effective from July 1, 2022. India records 3,615 fresh COVID cases along with 22 fatalities in the past 24 hours. Hello, good evening. You're watching PONYTV English News. I'm CHRISTINA LEIVON, and now the news in details. Chief Minister N. Biren today visited S. Kolian Hanglep subdivision of CHRISTINA district and laid foundation stones for amusement cum children park to be constructed at Songpi village with an estimated cost of Rs 4.8 crore and improvement and upgradation of 31.782 km long Hanglep Thingpu Tipaimog Road within work order amount of Rs 75.94 crore. The Chief Minister also inaugurated the construction of 6 classrooms of Hanglep High School with a project cost of Rs 57.28 lakhs and construction of transit quarter for medical and education staff with a project cost of Rs 73.67 lakh bought under Backward Block Development Fund Northeastern Council. Addressing the gathering, Chief Minister stated that the Go to Hill mission was launched to bridge the developmental gaps between Hill and Valley regions after he became Chief Minister in the year 2017. Since then, the Go to Hill program and even cabinet meetings had been held at different district headquarters to review the progress of developmental works taken up in the areas. He further called CHRISTINA as the luckiest district as a medical college with 100 seats of MBBS had been established, recognizing the potential of the people of the district. As such, he appealed to the public to refrain from bond and strike to express their grievance and rather come up for talks to solve the issue. He further appealed to render support in government's initiative to take up different projects for the development of the district, informing that CHRISTINA district is also included among the 7 districts where the government is constructing amusement parks. He asked the people of the district to plan well and keep some lanes reserved for taking up development works. Works Minister Govindas Kontosam, Tribal Affairs and Hill Minister Letpao Haukip, Chairman Hill Areas Committee Dingay Lunggengmei and MLA of Hanglep SC Letjamang Haukip accompanied the Chief Minister during his visit. Administrative Secretaries, Deputy Commissioner and Superintendent of Police CHRISTINA government officials and village authorities also attended the program among others. Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan joined the occasion of Rashtriya Poshan Ma National Nutrition Month at Poising Awang Community Hall in Kontosam Assembly Constituency today. The occasion was organized by ICDS Project Infal West 1 Lamsang. Speaking at the occasion, Minister Dr. Ranjan said that the role being played by the Anganwadi workers, helpers and asas in the society need to be encouraged. Anganwadi workers and helpers work at the grassroots and help to reach out the flagship schemes to the outreach. Minister said that the Department of Health, Social Welfare and Education needs to join hands and work together for a better and prosperous society. These trio are interrelated and also complementary each another for bringing a better child and maternal healthcare system. We need to focus the primary level healthcare service. In this regard, Anganwadi helpers and workers are playing a big role, he added. A two-day national seminar on the theme Engineering, Environmental Issues, Protection, Conservation and Management, organized by Environment, Science and Geography, Department of Polestar College, Hianglam, Wabagai, under the sponsorship of Manipur Pollution Control Board, MPCB, was begun today at the College Hall of Polestar College, Hianglam, Wabagai today. In today's event, Chairman of Manipur Pollution Control Board, MPCB, and Wabagai AC MLA Dr. Usham Diben, Principal of Polestar College, Dr. Ilangbam Gopal, Member Secretary of MPCB, T. Mangi, and Environmental Engineer, Dr. W. Roshan, attended the function. There is not a department there is unaffected by the pollution department, MLA Dr. Usham Diben stated during the ceremony. He stated that they will make an effort to somewhat minimize pollution with the aid of this department. Although the government has a restriction on half-liter water packaging, it has not yet been fully implemented. They will therefore send an application to the DIG about the matter.
Pollution department tasuk the department pollution level pollution environment which no pattern ko yen bio mal tasuk the department adugo ai da pajiri ga iba matam kharisida kari gumba angam ba khardi hodaraga koi pollution ji free oina ba kai ba khardi public ta message piba gamna ba adu mama oina hodaba matam da masi gi public masi gi seminar ji yawi ho jasina message pibi dana thodang nominaraga adu ba pollution ji free oina ba hodaba da akoi mesen thodang nomina si haiba AYC project.
A farmer-scientist interaction program on the use of good quality seed for enhancing productivity and production was held at the Directorate of Agriculture Training Hall today. The program was attended by ICAR Lamphilpat Joint Director Irangbam Megachandra, Additional Director of Agriculture Todinang Panmei, and various department officials. Speaking at the program sponsored by the Department of Agriculture and organized by State Agricultural Management and Extension Training Institute Manipur in collaboration with Alumni Association of Agriculture College Infal, Commissioner M. Joy urged the farmers to avoid leaving fields empty and ensure providing free grains by the Agriculture Department. Further, he said Agriculture Department are there to support the farmers and the accused put against the department are unfounded. The District Agriculture Office has been instructed to survey for that drought-affected fields. Following submission of the report to the center, farmers will get suitable grains at no cost for planting if the center grants it permission. He urged the farmers not to grow the same crop more than twice and to accept fresh grains from the ICAR or Agri Department. He said the purpose of the program was to discuss on the use of good quality seed for enhancing productivity and production.
Rabida ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯐꯧꯁꯤ ꯂꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯃꯔꯨ ꯃꯔꯥꯡ ꯊꯥꯔꯒ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯍꯥꯡꯉꯤꯕ ꯂꯧꯐꯝꯁꯦ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯗꯛꯁꯟ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯅꯕ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯗꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯥꯏꯟꯇꯤꯁ ꯈꯩꯗ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯄꯣꯁ ꯍꯥꯔꯚꯦꯁꯇꯤꯡ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯏꯕ ꯂꯧꯐꯝꯁꯤꯒ ꯆꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯃꯔꯨ ꯃꯔꯥꯡꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯒ ꯊꯥꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯆꯪꯉꯦ ꯃꯔꯝꯗꯤ ꯂꯧ ꯈꯛꯇꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯖꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯂꯧꯐꯝꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯡꯉꯒ ꯂꯩꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯐꯥꯔꯃꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯏꯟꯀꯝ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯖꯦꯅꯦꯔꯦꯠ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯉꯝꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯁꯤ ꯍꯋꯥꯏ ꯊꯔꯥꯛ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯁꯇꯥꯔꯗ ꯂꯧꯐꯝ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯧ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯍꯨꯟꯕ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯪꯒꯥꯝ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯍꯨꯟꯕ ꯍꯟꯖꯟ ꯍꯟꯖꯟ ꯇꯧꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯍꯨꯠꯇ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕ ꯃꯈꯜꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯨ ꯃꯔꯥꯡꯁꯤ ꯊꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯗꯛꯁꯟ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯀꯅꯤ ꯁꯣꯏꯜꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯀ꯭ꯋꯥꯂꯤꯇꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯛ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯀꯅꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯗꯤ ꯍꯟꯖꯟ ꯍꯟꯖꯟ ꯊꯥꯔꯗꯤ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯂꯩꯕ नाइट्रोजन खंगे फॉस्फरस खंगे अदुगुमदुदा सुम लोथोख्रमिना असai लोफमदुदा मागी एकोई हार से यावबा ngamoi.
A 3-day training program on the theme of export documentation, procedures and global supply chain has begun at Manipur University MIMS Lecture Hall today. The program was organized by Manipur University Department of Vocational Studies and Skill Development in collaboration with Directorate General of Foreign Trade, DZFT Kolkata, Federation of India Export Organizations, FIEO Guwahati, and Indian Institute of Packaging Kolkata, and attended by MU Vice Chancellor Professor N. Lokendra, DGFT Joint Director Amit Sharma, FIEO Northeast Head Kausik Dutta, MIMS Director Professor L. Prabhakar, Addressing at the program had Professor at Department of Vocational Studies and Skill Development MUCH Ibohal Meite stated that in today's sophisticated world, it is essential to discuss the supply chain for export and import in that. The training program aims to educate the state's young entrepreneurs about the procedures and documentation required for export and import. It is necessary to examine the global supply chain market due to the development of e-marketing, he added.
Young people, budding entrepreneurs, export ki lamda khong thangjan ye hena khanbiriba entrepreneurs, industry, MSME mayam singse. Masaida koi exports kamai tawgadage aduga masida changadaba documentation mayam ama adugi procedure aduga saida koi gi financial document, commercial document, transport document, the shipping document asina chingba aduga atai atopa export ki oiba kari karamba incentives mayam singse akoi lauraga laijariba lamdamsida phangiba resourcing se malem gi market ta mapung mari phana yonba ngamnanabagi adugubagi pandamduda akoi.
Rabies is usually transmitted through an animal bite. It can be easily cured if it was treated on time, says Health Services Director of Khoirom Sasikumar Mangang. The statement was given during the function of 16th World Rabies Day 2022, organized by National Rabies Control Program, National Health Mission, Manipur at Indian Medical Association Hall, Lampel today. Dr. Khoirom Sasikumar said every year around 300 to 400 people suffer from rabies. Nevertheless, this year has already seen 2 rabies-related fatalities. Rabies cases have significantly decreased as a result of methodical animal rising. To prevent from the rabies, government has appointed a SNO officer at District Health Services to take the immediate measures, and also vaccine were made available. They have also started identifying people suffering from rabies. He added that they are attempting to eradicate rabies in 8 years, and they had prepared to teach the Samant because people typically approach when such an incident occurs.
Huina chiagadi natraga hogdona chiagadi doctor ta sakano maibagi layeng ba pathapta lakpa ana makhalne na loweba masi su amuk kokna na ba haina khoina maiba sing kai karisita aikhoi pau phaure aduga makhoina pamagi ti khoi training pige haitane anytime training pina na ba aikhoi adugumba thorang su lokhatle traditional system su adegi modern medicine su veterinary department su forest department su hidak sumiba pharmaceutical company su pullaga athuba matamda aikoi thabaksi fully fledged oina lokhalagani aduga WHO na hariba government of India na hariba by 2030 ngasi degi jei nipan gi matungda di Manipur amasung India gi mafam singda rabies se tamna control to manghibo oirani haiba asase ithamnenge.
224th death anniversary of Rajasi Bhagyachandra was observed today at Ningthokong Gopinath Temple in Bishnupur district. The ceremony was attended by social worker and Ragumani Rajkumar Jilasana, Kalaraj, Dr. C.H. Jamini and R.K. Radamon. Following Sanapala of Gopinath, Sri Sri Govindas Rashishori Pala was performed during the ceremony. Speaking to the event, executive member of Rashishori Pala Mesnam Pramodini stated that the observation of the death anniversary of Rajasi Bhagyachandra is to honor him, and we should never forget the sacrifice he made in order to make the Ras Lila and Nata Sankirtana famous in the world. He continued by saying that even Bangladesh had honored Rajasi Bhagyachandra by celebrating his death anniversary today. Deputy Commissioner Thobal A. Subas today inaugurated a primary health center at Leisangthem, Thodam, in the presence of MD Abdul Latif Jilla Parisat member Leisangthem and CMO Thobal Dr. Y. Nukul. Speaking at the inauguration function, Deputy Commissioner said the primary health center will benefit the people of Leisangthem and its adjoining areas. Earlier, during the need for emergency medical assistance, people residing in the locality had to travel to district hospital hospital or other centers for medical assistance. He said the newly inaugurated health center will also be especially helpful for older persons as they can now avail regular health checkup. Deputy Commissioner also appealed to the doctor and staff render their duties with sincerity and provide all the benefits of having the PHC to the people of the locality. CMO and JP member also spoke to the gathering and urged them to take full advantage and benefit of the PHC.
Government sinasu health sector education sector dasida achawa miyeng ama thammi aduna masida tabiriba doctors sing nursing amasung atopa medical staff sing se ekhoigi kathok pamaga loinana ekhoigi praja singi ekoi seva tawdaba yade ekoi as a government servant ekhoigi duty di praja bu seva tawbuni haibajin ningsing dirga matam chana ekoi na piriba government gi matam haibama leibo office ki madum ngak na chasi haibaduni haijan ningi se.
Let's take a short commercial break. Stay tuned.
World Heart Day ga mari lainana September 28 da free heart screening camp ama Sky Hospital da pangthok jargani. Sky Hospital Imphal amadi Manipur Heart Foundation anina sinjaduna pangthok jagadoriba camp asi ayupung 10 dagi haujagani. Camp asigi manung channa free heart OPD, free ECG, free diabetic dictation test, high BP exclusion, free echo for children below 18 years of age ki khudong jaba su thamsari. Registration gi damak 8415934236 natraga 8415938207 da contact you.
Welcome after the break. Union Cabinet today approved the proposal to increase the dearness allowance for central government employees and pensioners to 38% of the basic pay from 31% previously, up 4% effective July 1, 2022. At the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs meeting headed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the proposal to release an additional installment of DA was approved to compensate for the price rise. Since the effective date for the latest dearness announcement hike is July 1, the staff would be paid the arrears with their latest salaries in a festive cheers for about 47.68 lakhs central government employees and 68.62 lakhs pensioners, and is also applicable for civilian employees and those employed in defense services. Gurgaon police have busted a fake call center in Gurgaon that has been allegedly duping U.S. nationals using cryptocurrency on the pretext to providing them federal grants ranging from US $9,000 to $34,000. A joint team of CM Flying Squad and Gurgaon police conducted a raid on yesterday night and caught 9 people, including 3 from Manipur. Police said they have seized Rs 1.5 lakh cash, 4 laptops and 3 CPU from their possession. The fake call center was duping U.S. national on the pretext of offering a grant on behalf of federal grant Washington, D.C. Police said based on a tip-off, a raid was conducted at an office on the 7th floor of JMD Megapolis Sona Road in Sector 48. When the police team reached the office, the owner did not produce any valid documents related to their establishment. An FIR has been registered at the Cybercrime Police Station under section of cheating and NITX. 3 workers were killed and 8 sustained injuries following a fire after a hydrogen gas cylinder blast in an industrial unit in Vasai area of Maharashtra. The incident took place around 2:30 p.m. today at an industrial unit located in Chandrapada area. Primary investigation have revealed that the explosion took place in the unit when the maintenance work were being undertaken. The impact of the explosion was such that 3 people were killed on the spot. The injured have been shifted to nearby hospital for treatment. Over 75 people have been killed in the protest amid clashes with security forces over the death of Kurdish 22-year-old woman Mahsa Amini in Iran. In a strong show of resistance and risks, the massive anti-hisa protest in Iran has been one of the strongest protests against the ruling government in recent time, and women have stood at the forefront. The protest erupted in Iran after the death of Mahsa Amini, who died after being in detention by morality police enforcing strict hijab rules on September 17. 10 days after her death, the protests have now spread across at least 46 Iranian cities, towns, and villages. The women in Iran have been publicly chopping off their hair and burning their hijabs to protest against the country's draconian laws. India recorded a total of 3,656 fresh COVID cases along with 22 fatalities due to the infection in the past 24 hours, bringing the country's overall COVID tally to 4,45,79,088. According to the data shared by the Union Health Ministry, 4,972 have been recovered in the last 24 hours in India. The total death toll in India stands at 5,28,584. Out of the 22 fatalities, 8 were from Kerala, 2 each from Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra and West Bengal, and 1 each from Gujarat, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Rajasthan, Sikkim, and Uttar Pradesh. Taking the daily positivity rate at 1.12%, the total active cases has declined to 40,979 in the country. The recovery rate is recorded at 98.72% as per the data. According to the Health Ministry, 217.96 crore doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in the country so far under the national-wide vaccination drive. Before we wrap up, let's look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister lays foundation stone for amusement camp Children Park and improvement and upgradation of Hanglet include Paimuk Road. Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan says a role being played by the Anganwadi workers, helpers and asas in the society needs to be encouraged. Union Cabinet approves to increase dearness allowance for central government employees and pensioners to 38% of the basic pay effective from July 1, 2022. India records 3,615 fresh COVID cases along with 22 fatalities in the past 24 hours. That's the end of today's bulletin. Thank you for joining us.